to the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and combos collide. Your host, Fredo, Mo Money, Jay Will, Mills Lane, and Kobe, the co-returner. Authentic, unapologetic, no edits, no cap. Let the convo begin.
Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and convos collide. I am your host, Fredo.
I'm your host, Kobe the Cobra.
Okay, yeah, we just minus one, ladies and gentlemen, temporarily. Mo Money will be joining us very soon, man. How are you doing, big little bro?
Man, I'm doing good, bro, man. You know.
All right, man.
Good.
All right. Well, how was your day there? Everything good over there?
Yeah, everything good. Can't
Okay.
complain at all.
Hey, I can't complain, bro. I'm blessed, man. I can't complain, man. Woke up this morning, so hey, got a chance to see another day, man. That's all I can ask for, right?
100.
Hey, man, let me ask you this, bro. Did you heard the new Pusha T subliminal joint that he shot at Jim Jones? What you think about that, bro? You hear it?
I ain't hear that.
Ooh, man,
you
come
just
on,
put
man.
me on to something. You just put me on to something.
What?
Jim
Jones,
I know one
fire,
thing.
man.
I was about to say I know one thing for sure.
Jim Jones better go in with all that bullshit, man.
Yeah, he don't want that smoke.
Nah, that's hey, bro. That's a different kind of smoke, man. Yeah. Hey, to all the viewers and listeners, man, we appreciate you vibing with us tonight, and especially a big time shout out to all our new followers via Facebook, man. We appreciate you rocking with us, man. We got something special in the near future, so just keep rocking with us, man. And guess what, man? We got something special for you guys that we're gonna bring to you. So. Big time, man. Yeah, you got to listen to that Pusha T joint, Joe.
Oh, I know he fried him without even hearing it. I know. I said I know he fried him without even hearing it. I know he did. He different. Pusha T different.
Yes, he did. Hey, look here, man. On another note, I got to ask. I'm waiting for Mo to jump in here with us and stuff like that, man. Got to ask this because it's something that we haven't talked about in a long time. You know, we as men, we suppress all our emotions and stuff like that. You know, we keep it moving. How's everybody's mental health? How's your mental health, bro?
Good, man. Just, pushing forward and staying positive, and just trying to give off some good energy, so everything going well, despite everything been going on and 23, still, life is pretty good, brother.
That's what I want to hear, my bro. Same here. So far, so good. I have my days here and now. I mean, every now and then and stuff like that, what have you. But you're right. For the most part, man, we just keep on pushing and stuff like that. I think it's very important as men that we talk about this because, like I said, as men, we're taught to suppress in terms of how we feel and stuff like that. Oh, you know what? It'll be okay, man. You know what? No matter what's going on, we just going to keep what's going on inside and stuff like that. Don't say shit. Right.
Yeah. We got to do another mental health show soon, man. Because after the fact, after we did that last show, I thought about it because I know on the show I said, I really don't, suffer from any depression or mental health issues. But then I thought of an occasion when I did years ago. And I didn't express that on the show. So next time we have our mental health episode, I'm definitely going to share that with our viewer and listeners.
And you know what, bro? I mean, like I said, that's real, man. That's real grown man shit, man, that you admitting that and stuff like that. Same here, man. When we talked about, hey, man, shout out to Big Bro. What's up, C. Russ?
OG, what's up?
Yeah, man. We appreciate you rocking with us, fam. All love. You know it is, bro.
There you go.
Man, you hear Mo?
Hey, what's up?
There it is, right here, bro. All right, what you sipping on over there, bro?
It's Body Armor.
Okay, all right. I just want to see what it is. All right, just want to see what it was, man. No,
hey, bro. I thought that was that Zion Williamson.
You sipping on that Zion? Hey man, no, Mo. I was just asking, Kobe, bro. Like I said, how's your mental health, bro? I know as men we don't talk about it, you know what I'm saying, enough. So I'm asking you, man, how's your mental health? How are you doing mentally?
I'm good, man.
You good? Okay,
I'm
all
good.
right, bro. That's all. Okay, I just this just something I gotta ask and stuff like that. I know, like you said, Kobe. Last time we talked about and stuff like that. You're right. I didn't do a good job in terms of conveying a lot that goes on. You know what I'm saying with me. You know what I'm saying, knowing that I'm a private person and stuff like that. But still, it was an honest conversation, man. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't get to elaborate as much as I want to and stuff like that. But look here, man. Enough of that. We're gonna save this for another day, man. Look here, man. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that trade with Bradley Beal going to Phoenix, man?
I mean, I like it. That give him plenty of firepower. I think with Bill, KD, and Book, I think that basketball IQ is high enough offensively where it's going to work out with them at least. But I think they still need to address adding some specialists to that team, like some defensive specialists. Probably need a little more size and some depth. But I don't know how they're going to do that with those big price tags those three superstars had.
Yeah, what I think what's going to happen, bro. I think DeAndre Ayton may be trade bait. That may be a piece where they can go ahead and throw out there where they can get probably about 3 other pieces in return. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something to watch out for, bro. That's definitely something to watch out for because I was thinking the same thing. And I'm like, bro, they got $160 million worth of contracts for the 2023-2024 season. But yeah, then you got a lot of vets, man, that that are willing. It's not a lot, but let me just say some that are willing to take the veteran minimum, just to play with a championship contender. So you don't know what you're gonna get out of that too, Cobra. What you think? What you think, Mo Money?
I mean, the trade itself, it's a good trade for Phoenix, but I go back to your boy KD. He on the clock.
Okay, go ahead and elaborate. What do you mean that he's on the clock?
Okay, so all right, he didn't play with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, James Harden again, CP3, Devin Booker.
Right.
Golden State was already a made-up team, right?
Okay.
What does he have to show for his moves?
I don't think he has to show anything, bro. You know what, Mo? This is where I'm at with it at this point, man. And I think you said it. You said it best a while ago, even when we was talking about LeBron James and stuff like that, in terms of what people be saying like what he had to prove and stuff like that. I'm being honest with you, man. KD is already stamped, right? He's stamped. He's solidified, bro. I don't think he had nothing else to prove or what have you. And if you want to talk about the Booker Chris Paul situation, man, he was traded past a little bit past the middle of the season last year. So it wasn't like there was no training camp or anything like that. Now I get where everybody want to come about in terms of him going to Golden State, you know what I'm saying, opposed to any other team that he could have chosen. You know what I'm saying, especially a Golden State team that just won 77 games and stuff like that. I totally get that, man. But and I'm not saying you. This is not directed at you, bro. But I just think people just need to really get off that at this point because he's stamped and solidified, bro. Bottom line, he's top 12 player, top 10 player that ever played. You know what I'm saying? That ever played this game at this point. What you got?
Is it really though? With that much talent, I mean, just think about it. Anybody else with Kevin Durant's talent, skill set, there would be a lot more ridicule than what it is for the moves that he's made and the players that he's played with, and for the lack of championship or even playoff acumen. Like, if you say Kyrie Irving and James Harden are unreliable, you chose to have those players on your team. The Phoenix move, he chose to do that. He could have waited it out and stuck with Brooklyn. He chose to go to Phoenix. Right. So a lot of this stuff with Kevin Durant is self-inflicted. With LeBron James moves, one thing you cannot question. Every team he's played for in the National Basketball Association, he's won a championship. You can't say that about Kevin Durant, and that's on his legacy, Fred. That's on his jacket.
Is
No
that
matter
on
what.
his legacy? Is that on his legacy from you, or is that on his legacy from everybody? I mean, does everybody else think the same way you think?
It ain't even gonna be me. It's gonna be future me and you's having this debate in the barbershops, podcasts, TV, whatever. When we die out, and what's gonna be left is his
Right.
records. Because as people like don't get to see Kevin Durant play, they're just gonna look at his resume. His resume gonna say this: he won championships with Golden State, and that's it. A 73-9 win team before he got there, a team that was already established, and he did nothing after he left. That's what it's going to currently state.
True story, Jeff.
One of the best scorers of all time. One of the best scorers of all time.
Yeah.
But the lack of playoff success and championships post Golden State will speak for themselves.
I get it, man. Like I said, I get it. It's definitely subjective conversation, man. But I don't think Kevin Durant really give a rat's about what we think at the end of the day. Hey, KD, you know how I feel about you, bro. You my mans in them, so it's all good. It's all good and dandy over here. I'm gonna defend you to the day I die, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, here's the thing. It's about his NBA colleagues and brethren, man. That, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, it's about what they think. And what they think and what they know, bro, is, hey, that man, he's simply one of the damn best, or what have you. Bottom line, probably got one of the best offensive skills, probably one of the best offensive skill players that ever played the game. What you guys say about that, Kobe? I see you over there smirking and stuff like that. What?
Nah, you defend your boy to the end.
You goddamn right. I'm defending KD just like you defend LeBron, goddamn it. Hey, to all the viewers and listeners out here, man. Like I said, if you have not joined this show before, man, hey, man, tap in, comment below, state where you from, so we can shout you out and stuff like that, and vibe with you. All right,
absolutely. So
right,
I say this, Fred.
So
I say this, Fred.
Go ahead, fam.
Technically, you're right. He's one of the best players that we've seen playing the NBA. No question about it. He's probably one of the best 3 to 5 scorers to ever play in the NBA. I mean, he's a straight up baller, but the criteria that has been set for players of his caliber has been associated with winning, with being
Facts.
able to lead your team into winning the championship.
Facts.
And I know that he's won 2, and that's going to forever go down on his resume. However, those 2 championships came on a team that was already a favorite to win championships anyway, and they wasn't giving him his proper due anyway. They was like, this Steph's team. He joined the 73 win team. He took the easy way out. It was the same team he played against that, OKC was up 3-1 on, and then ended up losing that series. And then outside of that several years that he played with Golden State, he's come up short year after year after year. So if we're going to continue to use the criteria which the experts placed on superstars of his caliber, then he's always going to have that asterisk beside his name, because he'll be like somebody that, okay, he was a baller, he was a scorer, he was one of the most talented players we ever seen, but
right,
he couldn't, like, I guess what Charles Barkley could say, he couldn't be the bus driver and win a championship.
Okay. Hey, man, hey, duly noted, bro. I definitely respect both of you guys' opinion and stuff like that. It's definitely all good, man. It's all good. But look here, let's go ahead and transition to this, man. Hey, so we just found out last week that Ja Morant was suspended for 25 games, bros. Let me ask you this. Did the NBA get it right with the 25-game suspension? Me personally, I thought they was going to suspend him half a year, bro. Like, I'm talking about, 41 games at least. I did. Yeah. So what you guys think? I'm out. I'm listening.
I think 25 games was light. You know what I mean? I thought they was really going to make an example out of him.
Facts.
Especially, this is his second infraction. You know, the first time they gave him a slap on the wrist, gave him 4 games or something like that.
Yep.
And then he turned around and do it again. And I thought that the league was going to take that personally, like, you just spit in our face, basically. After we gave you a light sentence the first time and you go do it again. So I thought they was going to put some more teeth into the discipline that they imposed. But 25 games, I think he's getting off super light on that. And I know they said, even after the 25 games, he have to prove or pass some evaluations and all that stuff for him to come back. But I think he should just count his blessings on that. 25 games, not a lot of games, and he'll be back and play in a good portion of the season and be able to lead his team to wherever he can lead them to.
Hey, yeah, before you go, Mo, Jeff Smith said I'd say at least 30. Hey, C Russell said I thought they were gonna Gilbert Arenas. Hey, OG, man. Look here, man. I think we're all on the same page, man. I thought the same thing. I thought they was gonna give him throw the book at his ass. What you got? What you got, bro, Mo?
My issue with the suspension is if he was in any other work environment, I don't think there would have been a number attached to it. They just would have said he's suspended indefinitely.
Right.
And with those, and could that way, if enough time elapses, because this is all a PR hit, then you can say, all right, John Moran has done X, Y, and Z. He's shown contrite. He's done the right things, and we're going to bring him back. But you didn't have to attach a number to the suspension. You could have kept that between you and John Moran and let him earn his place back, and no one would have known anything to the wiser.
Good point, man. You know what, guys? Let me tell you what I was upset about more than anything. It's not so much that they suspended him for 25 games. It's the fact that now he was suspended for 25 games, but he's so much not suspended from the team. So he can go to the gym and stuff like that. I don't know. I think he'll be able to practice with him and stuff like that. I thought that was a mistake by Adam Silver. When, like I said, something which you just said, Mo, when you're, you know what I'm saying, when someone is violated, when someone is a repeat offender, right? I'm thinking the second time that you're going to send a huge message, right? And that message being, I'm going to take everything from you. You're not going to be around your teammates. You're not going to be able to work out at the gym. We're not going to be keeping tabs on you and stuff like that. We're going to isolate this situation. You do whatever you need to do from a mental health aspect or whatever it is, but we're taking you from everything. I thought that was the ultimate punishment. I heard Kendrick Perkins the other day was saying because Stephen A. Smith was basically agreeing with all of us, saying that it should have been a longer suspension, or he thought it should have been a longer suspension, but he definitely disagreed with the fact that they're allowing him to work out at the gym and to be around the teammates and stuff like that. And I'm like, but he somewhat changed his opinion on it, because I guess Big Perk was like, no, he should be around his teammates. You don't know what people going through and stuff. I'm like, well, at the end of the day, he put himself in this situation. It's called consequences.
He did
about that.
He did, Fred. But where my opinion differ on that is, I want to tip my hat to the NBA, because to me, allowing him to be around the team, go to practices, go to games, is the NBA attempt in helping the young man, having him do something productive. Because let's say if they didn't allow him to do that, that's downtime, a time away from doing something productive. You know what I mean? So who knows what somebody with his mind state would do if he wasn't at practice, if he wasn't around his team. You know what I mean? His team, his coaching staff, that organization, the NBA as a whole can be his support system. So I like that they're making an attempt to not just impose a penalty on him, but also help him along the way too. Because at the end of the day, you gotta help folks be successful.
Okay. Hey, OG, go ahead and elaborate more when you mean nothing to do. Or are you talking about just nothing to do if he was just not allowed to be around his teammates? I want you to elaborate more on that, bro. He said, go to the gun range. I know, right? And Kobe, like I said, that's a great perspective, man. I'm not mad at that. I guess I'm saying, I guess we live in a different world, man, where we just try to appease and stuff like that. And I understand, from mental health, I get all that, but I guess where I come from, I'm like old school, right? If you're a repeater, I'm gonna send you a lesson, and you're gonna learn your lesson, right? and you're going to learn your lesson by this suspension, along with all the other NBA players that even try to do, something outlandish like he did with the gun flashing and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, you're a representative of the NBA. You're one of the ambassadors, or you're about to be one of the ambassadors of the NBA. The NBA, it's a privilege to play in this league. I met with you. We talked about this. Then you go back and do what and do it again. It's like you're testing me at the end of the day. So now that you're testing me, and now I'm not supposed to hand down a hammer. I'm being a little lenient and stuff like that. I just thought the punishment to me, it was a little lenient, man. And you guys know how I feel about Ja Morant. He's one of my favorite players and stuff like that. I was definitely upset, in terms of this past behavior. What you got, Mo?
I mean, there is a scale to this, right? He didn't break any laws. You understand what I mean? Like, morally, it was wrong, but I don't even know the NBA code on that type of behavior. I don't know if it's written into the morality clause of the CBA, because you have what, a code of ethics, right, that we live by. Don't lie to me and all. And then you got legal stances on things, what you can do with employers and employees. If it's not strictly outlined in the CBA or the union agreement, then there's only so far you can take it, Fred, because then now you have a legal case. There's nothing that he did to violate the law. So you got to keep that in perspective as well. To my knowledge, it was a gun in an open carry state, and he has a license.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, man, much respect, man. Definitely look here. I definitely appreciate both of you guys' perspective.
Yeah, but Fred, and at the same time, to add to what Mo was saying, he's still that organization's and the NBA's investment. So they have to protect their investment. They have to do what they have to do to make sure that he course correct. And I think they're doing a good job with the penalty they impose to ensuring that he does that. And just because he got suspended for 25 games, that doesn't necessarily they went easy with him, because sometimes you can look at a light sentence like that and say, okay, well, they only gave him 25 games, but it also could mean like this is your last and final chance too. Because if he do it again, it could be over. It ain't no 50 games, no 70 games. It's over. We gave you these 25 games. You're getting outside help. We're going to support you by allowing you to be around the team and your organization so you can have a support system. So we're doing our part to help you. You're going to do your part to help yourself. And right. Hopefully when we come back together, you're a new man and you're ready to push forward and be a leader.
Good point, bro. Good point. Duly noted. Hey, to all the viewers and listeners out there. Hey, did the NBA get it right by suspending Memphis Grizzlies superstar Ja Morant for 25 games? Hey, comment in the comment section, man. We want to know. Hey, guys, what do you think about the upcoming draft tomorrow night? You guys, like I said, you guys excited? We already know. We already talked about this prior. We know that we know that Wemby is being drafted number 1. We know about Scoot Henderson and Brandon Miller, top 2, top 3. So we know that's we know what it is about that. Any shocking trades and stuff like that you guys anticipate? You guys anticipate Damian Lillard getting traded tomorrow, what have you? Or we've already heard something today that Kristaps Porzingis will be is possibly being shipped out to Boston in a 3-team trade, and they're going to So bro, I was like, wow, that's what's up, man. So yes, a 3-team trade amongst Washington Wizards, Los Angeles Clippers, and the Boston Celtics, man. So if Kristaps lands with Boston, what do you guys think about them contending in the East? You think this is shut down? You think they are pretty much coming out that East?
Who Boston giving up for him?
Malcolm Brown. So Malcolm Brogdon is sent to the Clippers. Ooh. And the Wizards are receiving the 30th overall pick from the Clippers, along with one of the Morris twins and a couple of other players and stuff like that. But the deal is not finished because it's still working out some things and stuff like that from a financial standpoint. Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case, that's a hell of a deal for Boston.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but I was like, I'm like, the Wizards should be asking a little bit more and stuff like that than a 30th overall pick from the Clippers. I'm like, okay, Boston, what are you giving the Wizards? So Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. That's why I said it's not completely finished yet. There's something that's still working out the parameters of it at the end of the day.
Okay.
But they're saying that. But they're also saying that Damian Lillard, Portland, wants them to go out and get some veterans and stuff like that for them to contend. But if the Blazers draft Brandon Miller or Scoot Henderson, that's pretty much telling him in the back of his mind that they're not doing anything. So if you're Damian Lillard, where would you go? Where would you like? I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Where would you like to see Damian Lillard go if he asked management to trade him?
I think the first team come to mind for me is Miami. Miami would be an excellent landing spot for him.
Facts.
I think Los Angeles Lakers would be an awesome landing spot for him.
They don't have the assets though.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, just for his skill set, what he would bring to those organizations, that team,
True.
Those teams will just they'll improve tremendously. I'm trying to think of another team. Clippers. The Clippers would be a good landing spot.
They're saying they're looking to possibly trade Paul George. They're looking at trade bait. You know what I'm saying? If there's trade bait out there for Paul George, man, they got So I think they're looking to probably break up him and Leonard, Kawhi Leonard.
I don't know why they would want to do that when you don't know Kawhi Leonard's future, because we don't even know if he's going to really be able to play going forward, because you hear different reports where he's never going to be healthy again. He's never going to be the Kawhi Leonard we know. I mean, I know he still got big game, but he's not going to be able to sustain it from a health standpoint to be able to help a team get to where they need to go in terms of their goal of winning the championship. So that'll be a mistake to get rid of Paul George if you don't know the status of Kawhi Leonard's future.
But Paul George has been pretty much injury prone as of late as well, bro.
He have, but
not more than Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, but not like Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard pretty much. I mean, they always talk about Anthony Davis, but Kawhi Leonard missed way more games than Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis ain't got nothing on him from an injury standpoint. No.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, man. Where would you like to see Lillard go, bro? All right. Besides the New York Knicks.
One thing on Anthony Davis, right? So Anthony Davis has only missed one playoff game in his entire career.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. One playoff game in his entire career.
Really noted.
For myself, I would like to see Damian Lillard go to the Milwaukee Bucks. I would definitely try to work out a sign and trade for Chris Middleton and slide Dame in that spot. Of course, the Knicks, because you want to see Dame play prime time in the Garden. It's going to be live. Him and Jalen Brunson, I don't think they win a championship, but man, would it be entertaining to see them two, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth. They wouldn't be able to stop nobody either because they're only fucking like 6 feet, but it would be some good basketball.
Facts.
Now, if you really thinking outside the box of a place that Damian Lillard could go and potentially compete for a championship, the LA Lakers come to mind, assets aside,
right?
And Milwaukee for me. That's those only two. I think with the Heat, I'm gonna be honest with Dame and the Heat. A lot of people don't talk about this in Dame's game, but because of his verticality or lack thereof, he can't defend his position or any position. And the hallmark of the Miami Heat right now is their switchability and their adaptability on the defense end. So is the trade-off that you're going to be giving up offensively worth the trade-off you're going to give up defensively? Because he's not going to be able to guard his position at all.
Well, I think he'll fit right into that Heat culture. What'd you say, bro?
Well, what I was going to say to Mo's point, I didn't see anybody from the Miami Heat do a good job of trying to check Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no, bro.
So so
Good
so if
point.
if they had Damon Lillard, at least you had somebody that's going to score with him or outscore Murray. You know what I mean? You got
Facts.
somebody that's a bona fide bucket getter, a true superstar in the game. So I mean, that's invaluable. You know what I
And
mean?
when Jimmy Buckets don't have it, guess what? You ain't got to
Yeah.
worry about that, man. You got an
And
ace in
Mo,
the hole with Damian Lillard right there waiting for you. Really
yeah,
pull that,
Mo,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
keep
Really pull it at any damn time, champ.
yeah, yeah, and we keep forgetting they got Kyle Lowry. Who is he checking? You know what I'm saying? You know,
The
so
fucking
so
Gatorade bucket.
so
The
at your point,
Gatorade bucket.
yeah. So at your
Right,
point
right.
guard, you got Kyle Lowry, the Zion Williamson of point guards, and then you
Hey,
got.
man, go ahead with that, man.
I'm just saying,
Zion Williamson, a
and then
point guard.
and, and then you got undrafted player at point guard. Those are your 2 point guards at Miami. So if you take those
Which
two
he's a
away,
free agent, I think,
and
at the
yeah,
end of the day.
but just think, if you add a Dame Lillard instead of having those 2 guys at your point guard, your team has improved that quick. You know, now you're making it an even better series against a team like Denver because you
Yeah,
got
and
somebody
Miami
who
wouldn't
can
have to,
outscore.
and bro, Miami wouldn't have to pretty much go into their core in terms of trading for him and stuff like that. So Bam will stay, Butler will stay.
Mhm.
I think what's his name? I think if it's one person that's traded for him, it would be what Tyler Hero, and some draft picks. That's basically that, and you know,
Robinson to make salaries match. I think Robinson too. But the issue with Miami, if you go back and look at the tape,
through that
like
Duncan Robinson.
I ain't had nothing but time on my hand. They just too little. That was the bottom line with Denver series. It wasn't
Yeah.
even just Jokic. The whole lineup was just too little. In my opinion, what Miami needs to do is try to look at a guy like Kristaps Porzingis, look at Chris Middleton. They need to look at adding size to their team. I understand the scoring disparity, but they just was small. So it hampered what Eric Spoelstra could do defensively because they were just too little.
Me,
And
I like to see him with Brooklyn.
what about Dame Lillard replacing James Harden in Philly?
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like that, bro.
Coach.
I like that, but
I
you
like
gotta give
that,
up.
bro.
Obviously, you gotta give up Tyrese Maxey. You gotta give up Tyrese Maxey,
Bye.
and you gotta give up Tobias Harris
Bye.
and a
Nah,
pick
I
or something.
don't
So,
know if I don't know if they have to give up all that.
yes, you do, bro. The salary's got to match, bro. You got to give you going. Let me tell you something. You're
Don't
going to
James
have to
Harden
give
make
up
like
Maxey,
40, 50 million?
huh?
Don't James Harden make 40, 50
James
million?
Harden is a free agent, bro. So yeah,
Sign and trade?
huh?
Sign and trade?
No, they don't. No, he can. They trying to figure out right now if he's going to opt in or whatever he's going to do. Whether he's going to sign back with Philadelphia or go to Houston. So yeah, so they can't do anything with him. If that was like I said, if Damian Lillard was to come to Philadelphia, it has to be Tyrese Maxey, and it has to be an expiring contract, which is Tobias Harris at the end of the day. And they got to throw in somebody else exactly to make it work. That's what I'm looking at.
Bye.
I'm looking at Brooklyn, man. I'm looking at Brooklyn too. That's my second mob. So I'm looking at Brooklyn.
To me,
You got to ask that.
I'm looking at
to me, him going to Brooklyn is just like being in Portland again.
another
Okay.
first round exit, Fred. They ain't
You
going no
think so?
goddamn way. They wouldn't beat the Knicks. They wouldn't beat the Knicks.
Oh,
Brooklyn
No,
with
don't you
him,
know-
they would not beat the Knicks.
Don't you know he had a potent offense with him, C.J. McCullough, and a young Anthony Simon? He already had a team like that. You know what I mean? And they didn't get anywhere. He needs to go somewhere where the pieces are there and
Yeah,
they're championship ready. And Brooklyn is not it. He's too deep in his career to waste time going to Brooklyn and doing that experiment.
I like to see him in Brooklyn, bro. I like to see him in Brooklyn. But you're right. Hey, we'll see at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, if KD was still there, yeah, I would say. but
All right. Look here, guys. Hey, man. Question of the day, bro. Will Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson have a breakout season?
No. Next question.
No, man. No next question. Let's talk about it, man. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is the last one for the night. We're gonna talk about this for a second, bro. You ain't gonna just get away with it like that.
I'm joking, man. I mean, Deshaun Watson is an established Pro Bowler, almost a perennial All-Pro. He's arrived already, bro. It's just Cleveland, bro. They just cursed. They're the worst team in the no, they're not. They're the second worst team in the AFC North. Pittsburgh is the worst. That team is not better than the Baltimore Ravens. They're not better than the Cincinnati Bengals. So he just don't have what he needs to have to compete within that division, let alone the conference.
Yeah, but Mo, you and I both know, bro. You are a football aficionado, right? I already nominated you that. You are a NFL football aficionado, meaning you know what the fuck you talking about each and every time we talk about this. The fact of the matter is this: you and I both know, and Kobe and Cobra know as well. NFL is about any given Sunday, bro. We talk about these favorites all. See, I'm so far removed in terms of, hey, yeah, the favorite and stuff like that. Every time we pick a favorite, there's always somebody that we don't expect to come out that, you know what I'm saying, to come out that division, man. I don't know, bro. I can't say. Yeah, is Baltimore talented? Is Cincinnati talented? But I don't know, bro. Every year it seems like someone that we didn't or we least expected to come out or win their division or what have you come out, bro. Like I said, I'm not.
Like who?
Fred, like
I thought
on this
they're
show
pretty spot on. I thought the best teams are pretty spot on in the
those right. Those are the best teams. But like I said, man, we saw Detroit on the rise and stuff like that, man. We saw, you know what I'm saying? Did you hold on, bro? Hold on. Let me finish. I got something for you. Did you expect us to win the division a couple of years ago? You know what I'm saying? Did you expect that division to be the way it was, especially the NFC East the way it was a couple of years ago, and us the Washington Commanders winning that division? You didn't expect that?
Fred, the experts nicknamed the division NFC least. So it was anybody's division to win.
Hey, bro. They had Dallas. They had Dallas win. They had Dallas winning.
Say it again. Well, say it again. Who they had winning?
Got hurt, bro.
Dallas.
There you go.
Shots fired, Mo.
I'm just saying, we all know what Dallas do year after year.
That got hurt. We were ahead in the divisional race.
True statement.
And that got hurt. No team is gonna sustain their quarterback getting hurt like that. Sans the Eagles a couple years ago. Quarterback get hurt.
Everybody had the Rams winning. Everybody had the Rams competing last year, and you saw what happened.
Not me.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean in terms of any given Sunday, man. You just don't know what to expect. That's the only thing I'm saying. Yes, we do know that Cincinnati is more talented. We do know that Baltimore is more talented. We understand that. But I just don't want, like I said,
stop it. Just stop it. We all know that division is going to be a battle between.
I forgot. That's right. We got a Baltimore Ravens fan. I forgot who I was dealing with.
But despite that, everybody knows this. 9 out of 10 people.
Who's coming out that division? Cole?
That division is between Cincinnati and Baltimore.
Okay.
I hope it's Baltimore because that's who I'm riding with. But
okay.
I know it's a 2-team race.
Okay.
I know for a fact Cleveland and Pittsburgh is not getting into that 2-man race. I know that for a fact.
You know that for a fact.
I know that for a fact.
Let me write this down, man. What's the day, Mo?
Write it down. Push record. You know what I'm saying? Write it down. But to your original question, I don't know what to say about Deshaun Watson. He may be better. He may come out. I mean, he was out for a year and a half. So last year he was a little rusty. True. So I expect him to play better. But that doesn't mean that's going to make the Cleveland Browns a better team and a division title contender. That doesn't mean that. I think he'll play well individually, and he'll maximize that team's potential. But that team's potential still doesn't meet the level of the Cincinnati Bengals or the Baltimore Ravens, and that's a fact.
And the reason why I brought up that question, bro, it's not so much in terms of what their team is going to do. It's more about what he's expected to do. You get all these so-called NFL, you know what I'm saying, aficionados, prognosticators, or what have you, saying that, and I heard someone on NFL Network basically just saying that, his career is pretty much on a free fall down. I'm like, this dude is like 26, 27 years old. What are you talking about? And how he had one of the worst years of his career last year. I'm like, dude, he was suspended majority of the season. He only played 6 games. And I'm like, man, we got to slow down a little bit, man. Is this stuff intent? You know what I'm saying? Is it because what he allegedly did? Where's all this energy coming from, man? This is just Deshaun Watson we're talking about at the end of the day, man.
Hey, real quick, team. Like, heavy is the head that wear the crown. You want to get all that guaranteed money, you're gonna get scrutinized. And one thing I can tell you, Fred, Cleveland has always sucked. I am 36. I turn 37 next year. They sucked my whole life.
Shout out to Cleveland, man.
I don't see it changing no time soon. Not in that conference, not in that division. Not with Pat Mahomes, not with Justin Herbert, not with Lamar Jackson having actual offensive weapons and an offensive coordinator, not with Joe Burrow. Shit, I even think that Tua might be better than him right now.
Thank you, bro. We appreciate it. You said Tua better than Deshaun Watson?
Right now, he is.
The team,
I mean, right now, coming into this upcoming season, he's rated above Deshaun Jackson 100%.
Then look here, bros.
Coming into this season,
you know I'm Alabama Crimson Tide all day. You know Tua is my guy. I think you guys took it a little too far, man.
Fred, based off of last season,
based off performance. I mean, bro, he only played 6 games though, bro.
But that was
you based it off of 6 games. The Bama didn't play for almost a year and a half, champ. And you
okay, so he got to earn his spot back. Right now, he's below all those other guys who's been available and who's been doing their thing. And Tua just had to be one of the quarterbacks doing his thing. Like, he's coming into this upcoming season with a lot of momentum. We already know the weapons he has. Long as he stay healthy, long as he stay concussion free, right now he's above Deshaun Watson on the quarterback rating list.
Man, y'all sucking seeds piss me off, man. For real.
Now you're not being honest with yourself. You're not being honest with yourself.
And Fred, hey, y'all, it's not even just Tua's talent, right? Is Deshaun Watson more talented? Absolutely. But it's the sum of the parts. He has an offensive genius as a head coach. He has 2 of the speediest wide receivers in the National Football League, one of the better offensive lines, one of the more talented defenses, shut down cornerbacks on the outside. Yes. He has a better situation than Deshaun Watson all the way around.
And he might be getting help at the running back spot real soon.
Oh, yeah, if you pick up, okay, yeah. What running back you talking about?
From the Vikings.
Huh?
From the Vikings.
Yes.
I got a brain freeze right now, but
you said yes.
Dalvin Cook. I mean,
okay.
They get Dalvin Cook. I mean, what can you do with that offense?
It's like a video game, but we'll see, man. But again, man, I understand, man, but we just gotta temper our expectations, man. Everything looked good, bro, until, like I said, when that season starts, it's a whole different animal, man. You're right. On paper, they look as good as advertised. But at the end of the day, we got to judge in terms of how they play on the field, bro. I learned my lesson with that. Trust me. You already know, Mark. I learned my lesson with that, bro. We was big spenders every year, man, when Dan Snyder was the owner, you know what I'm saying? When Dan Snyder was the owner in the beginning stages and stuff like that, bro. Trust me. I understood it. We won the off season every year. Wasn't shit in the regular season.
But you gotta remember, we talking about an actual real organization right now.
You know what, man? You know what? First of all, we're
not talking about Landover.
First of all, you used to be a Commanders fan, man. You go ahead with all that.
No, I used to be a Redskin fan. I ain't never deal with the Commanders or the football team.
Hey, do you know what though? Guess what though? You'll be back.
No.
You'll be back. That application is denied. Just letting you know that right now.
Are they trading for Lamar Jackson?
Hell no.
Then I ain't coming.
Yeah, it's okay. It ain't happening, man. Yeah. All right, any final thoughts, man, before we get on out of here, family?
Oh, man, just can't wait for the NBA draft to see the trades happen, because I'll be honest, most of these damn GMs can't pick NBA players because they don't stay in college long enough for you to really evaluate their talent. They get this shit wrong every year. That's why you got an MVP that was the 42nd pick in the draft, and his sidekick that was like in the lottery or below the lottery. Neither one of them were top 5 picks, right? Every now and then you get a can't miss prospect like Victor, like LeBron, like Magic Johnson, somebody like that. But most of the time they get this shit wrong.
Is he a can't miss prospect? Is he a can't miss prospect, guys?
I think he is from this standpoint. Yeah, because even if unless he gets hurt, he can still protect the rim. So if he's not the offensive guy that KD is, I hate when people compare people to KD, man. KD
stop that foolishness, man. Yeah, he's a 7'1". He's a 7'5" Ralph Sampson, man. I got to see.
He can protect the rim if nothing else.
He's gonna say that, man. I'm playing, Joe. I'm playing, man. He's a Ralph Sampson. I'm playing, Joe.
Hey, look, I
built like Ralph Sampson.
I just think if he stays healthy, like Mo says, he will be the player that all the experts is expecting him to be. I look at him, I see a combination between KD and Kevin Garnett. That's what I see.
Damn. Okay, man. That's high praise right there, man. That's high praise. We'll see.
We'll
definitely see, man. Hey, to all our viewers and listeners, man. Hey, just want to let you guys know. Hey, next week will be which will be the 28th of June. Next Wednesday will be our last live show. We just want to go ahead and put that out there in the atmosphere. It will be our last live show. We will be going to a new format and stuff like that, but stay tuned. We'll keep you guys updated. It's for the best. We'll be bringing you guys brand new content, amazing interviews, and all that other good stuff. So stay tuned, or what have you. Hey, Cobra, go ahead and get us on out of here, man. If you don't have any else to say.
Before I get us out of here, I just want to say shout out to all the young men that's in the NBA draft that's expected to go late first round, second round, and maybe outside of that second round, and just hoping they get their name called and realize their dream. I know they got their fingers crossed. I know they working hard, and I'm rooting for them young men because I know what they feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I want to thank all of our viewers and listeners for continuing to support us. We definitely appreciate it. Tell your friends, your families, your co-workers about us, and keep tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We out.
There are 4 fouls on the play.
That's why it took so long.
Running into the